Hello and welcome to our video about hellhounds. These mysterious and terrifying creatures have been a staple of mythology and folklore for centuries, appearing in stories and legends from all around the world. But what exactly are hellhounds? And why have they captured our imaginations for so long? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of hellhounds, discussing their appearance, legend, and mythology, cultural significance, famous examples, real-life encounters, and more. Whether you're a fan of horror movies, a history buff, or simply curious about the supernatural, you're sure to find something of interest in our discussion of these fearsome beasts. So, buckle up and get ready to learn all about the terrifying world of hellhounds. When it comes to the appearance of hellhounds, there are many variations and interpretations depending on the culture and time period. Generally speaking, hellhounds are described as large black dogs with glowing eyes and sometimes even with wings or horns. In some stories, hellhounds are said to have fiery or smoldering fur, reflecting their infernal origins. They may also have razor-sharp teeth and claws, making them formidable predators. However, it's important to note that not all hellhounds fit this description. In some cultures, they are depicted as spectral or shadowy figures, and in others, they may resemble a different animal altogether, such as a wolf or a jackal. Overall, the appearance of hellhounds can vary greatly depending on the source, but their menacing and imposing presence is a constant in all descriptions. The legend and mythology of hellhounds can be traced back to ancient times, with stories of demonic dogs appearing in various cultures and mythologies. In some legends, hellhounds are said to be the guardians of the underworld, tasked with preventing the escape of spirits or souls from the afterlife. One of the most famous depictions of hellhounds comes from Greek mythology, where they are known as Cerberus. Cerberus was a three-headed dog who guarded the entrance to the underworld, ensuring that the dead did not escape. According to legend, Hercules had to capture Cerberus as one of his 12 labors. In Celtic folklore, hellhounds were known as the Conan and were said to be the hunting dogs of the Welsh god of the underworld, Aran. They were often associated with death and were believed to be able to sense when someone was about to die. In Christian mythology, hellhounds were said to be the companions of the devil and would roam the earth, searching for souls to drag back to hell. They were also associated with witches and black magic, often appearing as the familiars of witches. Overall, the legend and mythology of hellhounds vary greatly depending on the culture and time period, but they are often depicted as creatures associated with death and the underworld. Hellhounds are legendary creatures that have been a part of many cultures throughout history. They are often associated with death and the afterlife, and are depicted as the guardians of the underworld or as creatures sent to escort the dead to their final resting place. Hellhounds are also associated with superstition and are seen as an omen of bad luck or impending doom. In popular culture, they have been featured in movies, TV shows, and video games, and continue to be a popular subject in horror and fantasy genres. Despite their terrifying reputation, hellhounds continue to capture the imaginations of people all over the world. Hellhounds are creatures that have long been associated with mythology and folklore, but there are some who believe that these beasts exist in real life. There have been numerous reports of hellhound sightings over the years, particularly in the UK and US. Witnesses have described large black dogs with glowing eyes, as well as more demonic creatures with sharp claws and fangs. While many of these sightings can be explained by natural phenomena or mistaken identity, there are some cases that remain unexplained to this day. One famous example is the Beast of Dean, a large black dog with glowing red eyes that was spotted in England in 2005. Other sightings include the legendary Black Shuck from English folklore, which is said to still roam the countryside. Whether these sightings are evidence of real-life hellhounds or simply the result of overactive imaginations, they continue to capture the public's fascination and add to the mystery surrounding these elusive creatures. Hellhounds are legendary creatures that have been a part of many cultures throughout history. They are often associated with death and the afterlife, and are depicted as the guardians of the underworld or as creatures sent to escort the dead to their final resting place. Hellhounds are also associated with superstition and are seen as an omen of bad luck or impending doom. In popular culture, they have been featured in movies, TV shows, and video games, and continue to be a popular subject in horror and fantasy genres. While many people believe that hellhounds are simply a myth or a legend, there are some who claim to have had real-life encounters with these creatures. The interpretation of hellhounds varies depending on the cultural context and the individual's beliefs, with some seeing them as purely mythical creatures and others believing in their existence as supernatural beings. Despite their terrifying reputation, hellhounds continue to capture the imaginations of people all over the world. In conclusion, hellhounds are fascinating creatures that have captured the imaginations of people for centuries. While their origins and existence are shrouded in mystery, their depictions in various cultures and popular media have made them an iconic figure in the realm of mythology and horror. Whether you believe in their existence or see them as simply a part of folklore, there's no denying the enduring appeal of these terrifying beasts. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this exploration of hellhounds.